Well, speaking of the sun, a California company, Local Roots Farms, has created a 40-foot shipping container that actually can produce the equivalent of, get this, 3 to 5 acres of farmland. 3 to 5 acres. The container can grow plants twice as fast while using 97% less water and can virtually be placed anywhere in the world because the outside climate simply doesn't matter. Joining us now is Ellestad, CEO and founder of Local Roots Farms. Eric, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I got my career started at my family's business, which is a 100-year-old manufacturing company that delivers refrigerated trailers to the distribution industry in the food system here in North America. So I grew up looking at the lengthy and challenging supply chains around perishable products, and especially the spoilage rates and costs and inefficiencies associated with the freshest, healthiest fruits and vegetables. I then looked at the technologies that could transform not only food, but water, energy, and logistics, and saw an opportunity to create an indoor farming company that could actually deliver a scalable, cost-effective solution to large-scale retailers and food service companies. Our mission is to improve global health by building a better food system and see ways to do that by increasing access to the most nutritious and affordable, healthiest food on the planet.
So, Eric, why is this indoor farm not just another version of a greenhouse? What makes it different?
So it's similar to a greenhouse in the sense that they're both forms of indoor farming. What we do is create a truly closed-loop system so that we can fine-tune and optimize each of those variables that affect plant growth. It also means that we're not reliant upon sunlight or the right types of outdoor conditions. So suddenly you can locate that highly productive farm anywhere in the world, in northern Canada in the winter, in Saudi Arabia in the summer, and have fresh, locally grown, nutritious food available 365 days a year in any geography, in any climate.
You mentioned sort of remote areas. You said the containers can be dropped in these remote areas. So if you put them in places like northern Canada, perhaps even Africa, I'm just thinking how much this would cost. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so as long as you have access to power and water, the farm is a self-contained growing unit. And we build them into shipping containers so that you can mass manufacture them centrally to get a lot of efficiencies around the production side and still have ultimate flexibility around deployment. So assuming you had access to renewable source of water and energy, you could create off-grid grade growing in any geography, any climate.
So there are some other companies that have tried to do similar things, not successfully, though. They said that they couldn't generate enough revenue. So that's got to be a bit of a hurdle for you. But does it play into the back of your mind? And if so, what are you doing to circumvent that?
Absolutely. Well, that's very much how we started this company, which was with the purpose to develop these supporting technologies and the business model that could really crack the code of indoor farming. So indoor farming is not a new concept in a lot of ways. Farmers have been trying to control the environment around their crops, create higher yields for thousands of years. Today, we have a newer set of tools like solid-state lighting, energy efficiency, robotics, automation, controls, algorithmic optimization of this environment. So we spent the first couple of years of this business building a plant science, food science, hardware engineering, software team that could develop a technology suite that was capable of growing commercial scale of foods as efficiently as possible so we can actually match prices for large-scale wholesale buyers.
Do you think this could eventually replace sort of traditional farming methods?
I think it's going to grow in a lot of product categories. As we scale up globally to almost 10 billion people on the planet, we're going to need to increase global food production by over 70%. So we don't want to replace outdoor farmers. We want to support them in our collective mission of feeding and democratizing access to the freshest, healthiest food that everyone on the planet needs access to.
Eric, we really appreciate your time this morning. It's absolutely fascinating.
Thank you for having me.